Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now it's Herbert. He completes it to Ridley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Herbert now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. The 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Back to throw, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Merritt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. To throw is Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Herbert.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Fields.
He hits Adams complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Fields now to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
Intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. They're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Eckler again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And his kick is indeed good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Off play action. Fields.
And his pass incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Julian Okwara.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Returnable here for Davis. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
No gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Crowd right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On the return is Jones. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Certainly appears that Cam Jordan is still going strong as he puts the quarterback on the deck. 8.5 sacks last year, nearly top 20 all-time in the NFL, and he certainly marveled with his durability. The one game he missed last season is the only one of his 12-year career missed due to injury.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Rolling to his right. He completes it to Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes...
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On third down, here's Eckler. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And this is caught. He hits more. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Fields.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now it's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Here we go.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Fields changing the play.
On 3rd down, Merritt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes left side.
Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Fields again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again is Fields.
Being chased out left. Runs over, and I think the ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because